How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing his Luck, escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And this one will be brought back to the 22. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And a great spot to start this drive from here. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Colts pick it up. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now a handoff to start it out to Turbin. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Now it's Luck. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Love. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep lefts. And got his man complete. A gain of 39 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. And that one results in 35 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Ryan. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Barkevius Mingo. Coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Jones will come now in motion right. The play clock's running down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. In motion is Austin Hooper. After the penalty, here's Freeman. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Here's Matt Bosher now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This is taken at the 18. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Flushed out right. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. A very solid gain of 27. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. On the run, it's Robert Turbin. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. 1st and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Rock on the sneak. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Luck going to keep it on the sneak. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Robert Turbin, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts able to get this back with it, a touchdown. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Defense showing blitz. In motion is Austin Hooper. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Freeman again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
In motion is Austin Hooper. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And now here's There's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. In motion right is Jones. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.